Anikulapo, the girl returns to showing is streaming on Netflix too well to watch. I'm pretty sure there is a second half coming right after this one. Thing is, we don't know when it's coming because there's no way you will tell me that this is where this movie ended. It's not even possible. Now, for this particular season here, I was very much underwhelmed, very much unimpressed. This was very, very still. This particular first half, let's talk cast. It's no news that Kunle Remy was not brought back for this particular season. And I feel it's because of the politics that went behind the scenes. Saga played Aderoju. He didn't necessarily replace Taro, but it looked that way. I'm not necessarily seeing what his character is doing per se. Hence why I'm believing that there is a part two. For Saga's particular character, he was the wrong person for this role. I don't think it has anything to do with his skill. He just didn't necessarily fit the role. He played this prince, well-meaning prince. He has empathy. He loves easily and freely. Quintessential perfect prince, basically. Now, he doesn't necessarily have that aura, doesn't necessarily have the presence. You see, Tayo Faniro that played Prince Ashiru should have played his role. He had more of that presence, had more of that control. He's supposed to be a likable character. That guy doesn't necessarily know how to emote. That guy is still new-ish in the industry, so he's still trying to find his feet. I give him kudos, yeah. He learned how to speak that Oyo dialect. It took about a month. He got a coach. I appreciate him for that. Just like I said, he was not the perfect fit for this role. A lot of actors would have read for it. Remy is a fantastic director. Like I said, if he day, he day. If he no day, he no day. And his particular fault here is not necessarily something that you can see physically and correct. It has something to do with just your entire composition as a person. Does that make sense? Make sure you stream Anikulapo on Netflix. He did his best, but this is a big production. You're not supposed to do your best. You're supposed to come and wow us. It's going to sound as if I'm complaining, but bear with me. Now, for Showa Wale's character and her daughter here, it's been long since I watched the season two. So I was still trying to understand, okay, where is this girl from? Okay, she was the one that was married to Saru. She had Saru's baby. And I was trying to remember her mom's character. This first part of the season three, yeah, it didn't necessarily give me much to work with in regards to their character. Except for Shola Shobawale, she was allowing the money she was making get into her head. The audacity she had, the way she was speaking to the king, I'm like, yeah, ma, do you know whose presence you are in? I'm running your mouth too much. Other than that, I'm still trying to understand how this film, how her character in this particular series ties to the plot of this film. Again, like I said, this is definitely the first part. Let's wait. Let's wait. So I'm going to fall in love with foreigner of all people. That's everything you don't go through. You dey fear. You see the follow man. Okay. No character vest me past Kiki on. Because I'm trying to understand. See, let me explain something to you guys. When it comes to Netflix productions here, it's massive. You have resources at your disposal. It's Netflix. That name alone, you are sold. Which means Kula Afulaya could easily have 20 writers developing each character. You see a particular character, it pissed me off. It made no sense. Like, how lazy of writing is this? So the show where she appears to the boy, that's Aderoju, and he runs after her. Next thing they start playing love. Ha ha ha! 2 plus 2. It's not mathing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, for Kiki, yeah, and what's his name, Aderoju, did you see how stiff the both of them were? There was no kind of chemistry whatsoever. For people that just fell in love in just what's the name of that in first eyesight, upon first scene, love at first sight. For people that just fell in love, I was not seeing the chemistry. Nothing. It was flat. It was stiff. Again, like I said, this is just the first part. Let's wait for the second part. But Kiki's character, he didn't do it for me in any way, shape, or form. It made absolutely no sense as to how the character evolved into loving this particular character. You know what? Let's just wait. Stream Anikulapo. Nobody. I said Kiki verse me. Let's leave that one. You see this one? This princess. Oh my god. Definition of spoiled brat. At first, I thought they were maltreating this girl in that other land. Oh. Not knowing she was literally being treated like a princess. But for some weird reason, she decided to have sense. Maybe you look at yourself. I don't even feel sorry for her. Because at the point, God needs to show you the shege that He's preventing you from so that you will have sense. Do you feel me? Hence why I'm convinced that there's a part B. And funny enough, she was actually really good. She was so good, you'll be pissed at her. You'll be annoyed. It just pops up on your screen. You will be vexed. That was how good of an actor she was. Father did a fantastic job in directing the hell out of this babe. You'll be so pissed. Stream Anikulapo on Netflix. See, when it comes to Bimba Ademoye, she's one of one. Like, she goes there. She interprets each role as if she has rent to pay. She has something to prove. That is an actor. It's at least for once in her life, coming into herself, breathing properly, not looking over her shoulders. Guy, you cannot have dinner with the devil and think it's one and done. No, you got to miss that food. Be it cinema, YouTube, Netflix, or Prime. Bimbo always comes correct. When it comes to her performance, top tier, amazing, perfect, love it. Like, too natural, too organic, too real, unfiltered. Love Bimbo down. See this man, but this man is an actor's director. What? How he just get lost in it. You can tell that he was enjoying everything. Especially those scenes where he was singing and dancing. Adam will always be Adam. Whether in the 80s, 90s, or in the 2000s, you see man, you will always be man. Because what do you mean? Watch Anikulapo. It's a good film. The intention, the story in itself. I just feel like the execution was lacking because it's a Netflix production. kind of production, you don't know, you're not supposed to play favorites or politics. You're supposed to go for talent first. Your brother is talented, so that one is an easy part. Your daughter herself was beautiful, but some of the cast in this film are questionable, and it just made the film fall flat for me. For now, this part A in season 3. Am we following? The props were idiots. It was ridiculous. I'm like, there's a particular scene where one of the swords that the guards were holding was legit taller and bigger than the guard. I'm like, how is this happening? Right? It's a Netflix production. Come on, we can do better. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if the production was rushed. I don't know if they were on a budget. But you see, this particular Anikulapo, yeah, it didn't give me what it was supposed to give. Even the fight scene itself, you're idiots. It made no sense. It felt flat for me personally. Sooner or later, because this guy, I'm still trying to understand what you know what stream Anikulapo on Netflix. Have an open mind. Hopefully, the part 2 or the part B will make more sense. Thank you very much for watching. I truly do appreciate. Peace.